One of Xbox's best studios might be working on a new IP, and I'm talking about the Coalition. There's some new information that has surfaced that might be telling us that this is happening, so we're going to dig into what that is and see if we think it could be a possibility. I think so. Let's get into it. Hey everyone, Mav here. Thanks for tuning in to Fun Speculation here on YouTube. Yes, it's a new video. It's been a long time since I've actually posted a video instead of just a live stream or podcasting or a show. I greatly appreciate everybody who tunes in, but I want to try and bring more content to you guys. So we're going to try and do more videos, and this is going to be hopefully something similar to what we're bringing out in the future. So if you like this kind of format, if you like this kind of video, let me know. Say something in the comments below, some feedback or whatever, and I greatly appreciate that. Now, why I was prompted to make this specific video was because CLoWnZ, as you know him, Xbox Insider on Twitter, actually had some interesting information that he posted today, and it had me wondering about something because it's been something that I've wanted for a long time. Now, the Coalition is one of Xbox's best studios. They've been around with Xbox since 2012, kind of the masters of Unreal Engine. They handle the Gears of War franchise, and they do an excellent job with that franchise. But there are changes being made with the studio this past year, and there may be some new things coming from the Coalition, stuff that we could be potentially really excited about. I know I am. Now, what do I think that is, and why am I thinking this is real? Because first off, if you go to CLoWnZ's Twitter page, he posted a job listing from the Coalition, and it says, "It looks like the Coalition could be working on a new IP alongside Gears of War if the LinkedIn description is accurate. This kind of was hinted at before already as well." Yes, he's right. It was hinted at before, and I'm going to get into that. But the job listing that CLoWnZ actually has taken a picture of and posted here is actually for level designer on new IP. Level designer on new IP. That is very interesting. The word new IP is very interesting, going to the Coalition. Now, why do I think this ties in to other information we have? Well, I'll get into a couple reasons. First off, we have this posting that they made on the Gears website not long ago when they announced that they were moving to next-gen development on Unreal Engine 5. When they made that post, they had actually said they are working on multiple projects on Unreal Engine 5. That was interesting to me because we've had things like Gears Tactics and Gears of War, and there's still going to be a Gears of War studio, but is there more potential? Is there a new IP when they say new projects? And there's something that I know a lot of us had actually been hoping for, to see what else the Coalition is capable of and what they can do. And I am one of those people. I really think it is one of the most talented studios out there, and even though they impress the heck out of us with Gears of War, I think they could do something new as well that could also make them shine. They may have the chance to bring their creative talent to the forefront that may make them more known as one of the top developers in gaming. I think that most Gears fans and Xbox fans already understand that they are that capable, but new IP can definitely help the rest of the world see that as well, and also give us a great new game to play, because if it's coming from the Coalition, you can bet it's probably going to be pretty good. So going back into why, another reason I think this could be a new IP, because guess what? The Coalition used to be working on a new IP, and I'm not talking about something in the last few years. I'm talking about dating back to when they became Black Tusk Studios in 2012. I remember this stuff because I remember it happening. Microsoft Vancouver had become Black Tusk Studios. Mike Crump was the studio head, and he had formed a talented team from EA and a bunch of other places to create games for Xbox, and they were given the green light from Xbox to create a new IP that was going to challenge Halo. That is from their words from Mike Crump, the studio head at Black Tusk at the time. Now, they wanted to go big. They wanted to hit a home run. They wanted to make another Halo caliber AAA franchise for Xbox. In the meantime, what had happened was Xbox acquired the Gears IP from Epic. And in doing so, they also brought over Rod Ferguson and a lot of other talent from different places that are used to working with Unreal and Gears, and they formed what is now known as the Coalition. The same studio as Black Tusk, just a name change. In fact, there's actually a video of Rod Ferguson announcing the name change from Black Tusk to the Coalition, and he explains all the reasons why they made that move. And it was to basically transition to a studio that primarily worked on Gears. They wanted it to be known, and they also wanted to kind of have the name recognized as a coalition, as a group of talented developers. Now, the heart of Black Tusk was still there. And in fact, this past year, Rod Ferguson has left the coalition to go work on Diablo with Blizzard. So that left Mike Crump, who is now back as the studio head at Black Tusk, or what I mean is the Coalition. Formerly a Black Tusk, now the Coalition. Mike Crump is the studio head. Now, Mike Crump was also the one that had made those comments about making the new IP back in 2012 that was going to challenge and rival Halo for Xbox. This was something that he had been given the green light on, and in fact, they had been working on. They had actually had a concept that they revealed at E3 before the Gears purchase. That video is playing now. If you see it, it's not the best quality video. It's the best I could find online. It was a concept trailer of the game. So when Phil made statements about that game putting on hold, it was basically saying no, it's not shelved because it was just a concept that they had been working on. Now, that concept had been poured a lot of time and resources into, and I think Mike Crump could potentially be looking at doing something similar or another new IP of a similar caliber to the Xbox Series X and S with next-gen Unreal Engine 5 technology, all at the fingertips of the studio, who is very capable. And maybe they could revisit this idea and this concept to see something new that we haven't seen before. If you also go back into comments that he made, this is something that it seemed like he really was passionate about. He actually was in an interview with Vancouver Sun about the whole thing, where he was talking about making the next big thing at Xbox that's going to rival Halo, that they were super excited about it. And then, the whole thing, I think they were excited to work on Gears. I don't think it was something that they didn't want to do, but the studio now has more capability with Xbox's investment into gaming and growing studios. It's not just the Coalition that they are growing, it's also other studios as well. Other studios are going to be working on multiple franchises as well. So it makes sense that the Coalition, one of their best devs, to go ahead and make another new game. Now, it could be something similar to what we saw, which had me really excited. I hope so. I think it had a lot of potential. It had a kind of like Shanghai stealth feel to me. I don't really know how to describe it, but it looked pretty awesome with the guy scaling a building, going in and taking care of some people. So, let's see some new IP from the Coalition. Let's let Mike Crump, who is the studio head now at the Coalition, who has been there all along, do what he wants and get that game out. So I hope everybody enjoys this video. Please, if you like to see more content like this, like I said, just drop a like, share, subscribe to the channel, give me a comment, let me know what you think about this. I greatly appreciate all of you guys. Also, Xbox Ultimate Podcast is on Friday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern. Check that out. Check out Fun Pop Podcast, which is on Wednesday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern as well. And then the new show, Mav and Fancy Show, is on Saturdays at 6 p.m. Eastern. Appreciate all the channel members and also all of the people watching this that tune into the podcast. You all are amazing. Appreciate the support. Let me know what you think about the Coalition. Do you think they are working on a new IP? Do you think that post actually proves it. I think it does, and I think it's going to happen. I think we're all going to be mighty surprised about what comes from them in the future, and I think the future is always bright. Now, please tune in. See you later. Bye.